hello there, kids. Welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the interactive vodcast where we talk about all things drag and some things that aren't. Who knows? We're really just here to have a good time. We have an amazing episode planned for you this evening. I will be joined by, of course, Amethyst Diamond, my sister, and we have two incredible guests this evening teaching us a little drag 101. Mr. Northeast PA Pride, we've got Meetander Valentine joining us, and all the way from the beautiful city of LA, we've got Natasha Hundreds here this evening. I cannot wait to get into everything. However, I do need to start with a little who, what, and where. Who am I? I am Jade DeVere. I'm a drag performer based out of Pennsylvania. I love the art of drag. It lets me, spread my wings a little bit and fly. What am I wearing? Well, I am wearing a lot tonight. I am wearing a brand new gown that I am debuting right now. I got this from the incredible Morgan Wells. Now, if you don't know who Morgan Wells is, she is an amazing drag performer and outfit designer. I've always wanted one of her outfits. I've been watching her Morgan Wells drag closet for quite some time, and I was like, that's the one. So this is the one. I'm also wearing a lovely jewelry set from Rocks by Cox. I am wearing a lovely bit of hair from Ariana Autumn. And my makeup tonight is Wet n Wild. I am using a bit of Morphe. My eyes are completely Juvia's Place this evening. And my lips are the Lip Bar. Last but not least, where can you find me? You can find me every Wednesday right here on Inside the Drag Closet on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I also have a whole bunch of gigs coming up soon, but we're going to be talking about those in just a little bit. I want to head over to the comment section and see who is here. Of course, oh, my husband was the first one to comment tonight. Amazing. Hello, darling. How are you? Miss Vicky is here. Hey, y'all. And Reed is here as well. Hello, sweetheart. Chanel is watching. Oh, Chanel, we adore you. Woohoo. I love this show so much. It's often the prettiest part of my week. Oh, stop it. Amethyst Diamond is commenting from the comments section. Hey bitches, how you doing? Don't forget to share this video. The more you share it, the more likes we get and the more people we reach. I remembered to do the thing. Kenny is watching. Hello, all. Can't wait for another awesome evening. Miss Cassie, who I was so happy to get to see this past weekend at Divas Down Under. Cassie, it was so good to see you again. I've missed you. Vicky, hashtag shared. Thank you. Casey is watching. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everyone has a fan-fucking-tastic day. Much love to all. Much love to you, sweetheart. Oh, Jamie Angel, how are you, fairy godmother? Oh my God, I am very fairy godmother in this, aren't I? So I will be auditioning for Cinderella at any point now. Is the fairy godmother in the new Andrew Lloyd Webber version? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. By the way, if you didn't know, Andrew Lloyd Webber just did a version of Cinderella. I need to do some research. Avalanche Brentwood is watching. Hello, sweetheart. Victoria Rosenkrantz. Hello, darling. Xander Morgan Valentine. Oh, yeah. That's what I said when he said yes to doing the show. Orion Angel, one of our new Patreons, is watching this evening. Hello, sweetheart. Looking lovely as always. Oh, thank you. Who else is here? Robin is watching. Daniel, big fan of the Morgan Wells. I am a big fan of Morgan Wells now, too. Miss Robin is watching. Oh, my gosh. So many people are here. The gown, I'm dead. Well, it had to happen. Kitty DeVille is watching, looking angelic tonight. So excited to see Xander. Oh, my God. I can't wait. Corinne Albright watching. Hello, sweetheart. I know why you're watching. Ryan M. Stone. Ooh, another new name. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? I love seeing new names pop up in the chat. Who else do we have? Oh, Amethyst says hashtag shared, so make sure you're sharing the video. Marcy and Carrie are here. Hello, gorgeous ladies. How are you? The incredible Sanika Diamond. Evening, ladies. Hello, darling. How are you? Ellen N. Bennett is watching. Hello, Ellen. How are you? This is going to be so fun. Michelle Lee is watching. Trixie DeFlair is watching. Can't wait to be back on. Oh, girl, I got your number. You're going to be getting back on here. But I cannot keep this episode going if I don't bring in my beautiful sister. You know her and love her. Put your hands together for Amethyst Diamond. Just putting on a little bit of makeup.
Hi, everybody. How we doing?
How you doing, girl?
I am flossy and glossy, honey. Oh, just a little maintenance. You know how this is.
I sure do.
One
Well,
has
while
it.
you give them a little who, what, where, I think I'm going to do some maintenance of my own. You have some fun.
You go ahead and maintain, honey. What is up, my people, my children, my diamond mine, my friends, my family, my loved ones? It is Wednesday night. You know what time it is? Time for Inside the Drag Closet, and I am your host, Amethyst Diamond. It's so nice to be here with you again on this fabulous Wednesday night. I was feeling very aquamarine-ish tonight. Some of my fans call this my aquamarine Amy, and I love them dearly. So who, what, where? I'm Amethyst Diamond. I've been performing in drag for 22 years now. My God, I've got to knock it off. I live in South Central Pennsylvania, in my cute little humble abode where I've been for a couple years now. What am I wearing? So top to bottom, this beautiful, beautiful aqua wig is by my new friend, Memphis Alvarez. Look her up online. She's from the Pocono area here in Pennsylvania. The earrings were a gift from Love Shop. The dress I'm wearing is by Latoya Perry. You can kind of see it. I know, all you see is titties. I'm sorry. I'm actually wearing a dress, believe it or not. It is from the lovely Latoya Perry. I stoned it myself. The makeup tonight is actually Morphe. I'm using the 35S palette. It's a lot of teals and like sunset colors, things like that. So I wanted to do a little fish look tonight. My nude lip is by MAC, and the titties are from Elia's Closet. Oh, my rings. This is from Callie Black, and this is from Michelle Lee Sterling. Where can you find me? You can find me on Facebook under Amethyst Diamond, and you can find me on Instagram under Amethyst_Diamond1.
Amazing.
I'm wearing a titty
I
dress.
have to tell you, like, girl, you can pull off any color.
Tell me again.
You can pull off any color.
You are so kind.
Speaking of that beautiful wig, you can go ahead and pull that off and just send it right over here.
I will.
Okay.
I'll do just that. Absolutely. You bet.
I love that. That looks so good. Daniel Jackson wanted to know one more time where you got the wig.
Memphis Alvarez is her name on Facebook. Beautiful trans woman, does fabulous work. I started working with her just a couple weeks ago, and I've now bought 5 of her wigs because they're wonderful. So
yeah, that looks incredible. It's such a nice light aquamarine.
It's wonderful. The hairline is impeccable.
Yeah,
you could. It is impeccable. I love it. Love, 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 love it.
So we've got one question for you right here, Amethyst, and it's a good one. Orion would like to know, what is your secret to keeping your boobs perkier than mine?
Buy a breastplate. That's all I got. It's just a breastplate. They stay there. They don't move. You know. Yeah. Other than augmentation of your own body.
That's
maybe
true.
Put a phone book under one. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe a can of soda up under there. I don't know. Little booster seat for your boo-boos. Yes.
So since we are talking some Drag 101 tonight, before we get to our guests, I wanted to know, what is a Drag 101 tip that you have?
Drag 101 tip that I have. First and foremost, your makeup products do not have to be expensive. Okay. Your drag in general does not have to be expensive for it to be good. Quality does matter, but you can find quality at a good price. So Drag 101, always look for a better price and a better product. Always. So many new queens waste so much money on expensive products that work, but you don't necessarily have to have them. It's very hard. It's very expensive to do drag, number one. So shop on a budget. Get the things you can borrow things from other people, or you can find things at any pharmacy, CVS, Walgreens, things like that. You don't have to spend a lot of money on your drag.
True. I
or
love
you
that.
will go through a lot of money.
Yep.
So
Like I've started spending a lot of money since COVID because I now have that money, and the
yes.
drag I'm doing is funding the drag I'm doing. So
Yeah, I mean,
when you're
you and I have been doing this for a long time. So, and now this is my career. I have built up my closet over many years. So, yes, the things that I wear now are a bit more pricier than what I could afford when I started. Yes. But you have to build up to that. You really do. Like all the money I make in drag gets invested back into drag.
exactly.
So, you have to be smart with it. You have to be smart.
Yep. So speaking of Drag 101, this was actually inspired by our first guest this evening, who has been absolutely killing it on TikTok with just
Yeah.
drag pointers, drag helpful tips. And I am so excited. When she said yes to doing the show, I'm not going to lie, I was just beside myself. I'm so excited to welcome her here, and I can't wait to share her with everybody who's watching this evening. So everybody, let's welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, Natasha Hundreds.
Yes.
What's up, honey? How you doing?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. And thank you for this sweet introduction. I'm like almost in tears.
Oh,
Stop.
Drag 101 Part 2, waterproof.
Period.
Waterproof.
Honestly, especially with these allergies going on and everything. Ugh, so important.
Well, and that's another drag thing. And I just want, by a show of hands, does this happen to all of you? As soon as your makeup is on, your nose runs?
Sometimes. Either that or an eye will water. Yeah.
Yeah. I have like my teeth here because it will run. Like I know it will.
Exactly. Well, Natasha, why don't you give us a little who, what, where about you?
Yeah, of course. Well, my name is Natasha Hundreds. I've been doing drag for about 4 years, since 2018. So let's say just since 2018. I've been performing in the Long Beach time. What am I wearing? So this wig is by Arta Wigs, but it's styled by my good friend Joe Lopez. I wear beauty on Instagram and Etsy. And this dress is actually like a pre-made dress. Ooh, look at that underboob right there. Look at that. And it's collections by Ruby on Instagram. So you can also find him there. That's my favorite part, the underboob. Yes. And where can you find me? And so on Facebook, I'm as Natasha B. But on Instagram and on TikTok is the one Natasha. And then the number 1 and Natasha. And if you are because that's what I love to do there.
Nice.
You got the underboob, I got the overboob. Together we got a whole boob.
I wish I had side boob now.
I love your look tonight, Jade. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
It's like Jade elevated, and I am here for it.
I wanted to step it up a little bit. I was going to wear my new hair, but I'm saving her for next week.
You wanted to step it up. Well, don't step on me in the process, bitch.
It's okay. I'm sitting this far back because my hairline is not where she needs to be. So
okay.
Drag 101, know your angles.
Know your angles.
Yes.
Don't get too close to any camera.
Yep. So Natasha, what would you say is the biggest helpful drag tip for someone who is just starting out in the drag world?
I would say get organized. Like it's number 1.
How about it?
When we start, we just throw everything, especially when we start buying a lot of things. Fabric, outfits, and wigs, and makeup, we just throw everything everywhere. Like find one of those like plastic containers from Target, like the ones that have drawers, organize it there, organize your suitcase, but don't throw like get organized.
Yeah, that's one thing during COVID I really started doing because, one, I wasn't doing any gigs other than, sitting here every week on Inside the Drag Closet, #shared. And I said we're going to say it 18 times tonight because I keep forgetting to say it. But yeah, I organized all my jewelry. I organized my outfits. I organized my wigs. I completely redid this room. I came up with the green screen behind me so I can have a different background every week.
That's funny. Your background is
a mess. Together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually organization. I'm going to co-sign on that. I think during COVID, you know, as tragic as it was, there was a lot of hidden blessings in it too. And that was definitely one of them. Is I had the time to actually, you know, sit back and reevaluate who I am as an entertainer, who I am as a person, and really reset my own life and get my shit together. And I'm so very grateful for it because I'm so much more organized now than I have ever been in the 20 plus years I've been doing drag. Like I used to remember having to sit on my suitcase just to close it. I'm like, and it was just piles of stuff and like jewelry. I'm like, what are you doing, girl? Stop. So yeah, organization is definitely a big first on the list.
And if you start early, like it gets easier too.
That's so true.
It does. Take the time to be neat and organized. It will make your life so much easier. So much easier.
Mm-hmm. So, Amethyst, do you have any questions for Natasha?
I do. Natasha, where do you find your inspiration for your drag?
That's a good question. So I feel like my drag is pretty much inspired by sex workers. Call them prostitutes, call them adult workers, call them strippers, call them dancers, OnlyFans, call them whatever you want. But growing up, I grew up in Mexico. So the drinking age there is 18. And when I was in high school, I was already 18. So a lot of the times we would like ditch class and go to like the bars that were open. The field that would be open would be like strip clubs. So me and my friend would go there and like, since it was low, the girls would talk to us. And I don't know, like you society builds like a stereotype of like, oh, it's not like a good way of living, but and they have struggles and they're using what they have to make ends meet. And I was like, I think that is beautiful. So I get inspirations from them, from powerful women who don't care and who will use their body to make ends meet and to feed their family.
Amen, honey.
I love that. I love that we're now getting into a world where sex work is not as shunned as it was before.
Right.
It's work.
It's work.
It is. And society is starting to like, catch up a little bit. I feel like we have a couple more years. Definitely getting there. And hopefully regularly as any other job. Same thing with drag. I feel like drag is getting to a point where it's like more media that shows we already know. So hopefully we'll get a point where drag is also not looked down, because a lot of entertainers are like, oh, you're a drag queen, and it's not taken serious, but like it's a lot of work, just like sex work, any job, a lot of work.
It is. And I think one of the positive things about shows like RuPaul's Drag Race is it has definitely normalized and has put in everybody's faces drag. When I go to shows now, the crowd has changed big time. It's not mostly the LGBTQIA plus community. It's now every community that's out there, and they all want to see it. It's a normal thing now. We have been melded into everyday life. We're on mainstream television. We're all over the world. And that I think is the number one best thing that Drag Race has done for our community. It has made us worldwide. We are a worldwide phenomenon now. I do this for a living now, and I can thank RuPaul's Drag Race because of that. I really can. There's not many other things I credit it for, but that is definitely one that I will.
Yeah.
Yes.
For any negatives about Drag Race there are also just as many positives. So, and it's funny, even RuPaul was posting this week, she was the first drag queen on mainstream television in 1993.
Yep.
Wow.
Took all the way until 1993.
Right. And thank God, Jade, you and I were just getting into our teens, and we seen that glamazon, and look what she did to us. Look what
This is what I do now.
Look at me.
I'm gonna get through. You're responsible for this.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
I learned it from watching television.
That's right.
Daniel Jackson just posted something interesting. Tonight I learned that a drag queen hosts Finland's Wheel of Fortune, and their Vanna White is a gay man.
That's fantastic.
I love that.
Fantastic. I love that too. That's funny.
So, Natasha, going back to Drag 101, what would be another good tip for a newer performer?
Treat this, I would treat like a job, because I've noticed this new entry that are not very professional. Like they come in late, or they are disrespectful to the staff, and I'm like, no, like why? Like this is just like a job. It's for one of us, right? So treat it as
Exactly.
if you're asked to like send them music, send your music. If you're being asked to be there at a certain time, and message like, hey, I'm gonna be running a little late, sorry. But I think being professional is honored in the drag world. I'm being, because it doesn't matter if you're like super most talented queen in the world and you can do kicks and splits and a lip sync and whatever. If you are not a professional backstage,
Yeah, that's true.
I met a lot of girls that are very talented in the book because they're professional, because they have bad attitude.
Right, and that ruins absolutely anything. You can have the best shit in the world, but if your attitude sucks, I don't want to be anywhere near you.
Mm-hmm.
Like at all. You have to be humble in this craft, because the rate in which you can grow in this business can be very quick, and sometimes that really takes precedence over being humble. For some people, the fame gets to people, the attention gets to people, the money gets to people, and all of a sudden you're a version of yourself that you never wanted to be.
Yeah. And I've also seen the other way, like on the opposite, when queens stay humble and they explode even bigger.
Yeah.
18, when I was just starting, I used to work it was like an open stage kind of a gig in LA. And I remember I worked it one night with Cornbread from RuPaul's Drag Race. And she was so humble. And like to this day, she remains like so humble. And like it was like a two kind of like shows. So it was like one with the open stage and whether you actually had to get booked, and she was on both. And she was just like talking like one of my girlfriends. And I know that right now she's still like that, because some of my friends like are still like talking to her. I'm like, I love that. I love that even when she got big, she has like this huge platform. She's still like humble. She's super humble still.
Oh, yeah, it's important.
Go ahead.
No, that's all I had to say.
Yeah, I respect the hell out of queens that get this enormous platform, but don't forget where they come from. Like I've said it before and I'll say it again. Mrs. Kasha Davis is a class act, super down to earth, but is super professional and will get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
She's drag goals for me.
Yeah.
Well, Natasha, we do have another guest to get to, so we are going to bring you back in just a couple minutes. Sound good?
We'll be chilling here. I can't wait.
Alrighty, we'll see you in just a few. She is adorable.
She's very sweet. I love her. I love her already.
She just, literally, everybody out there, follow her TikToks. Especially for our newer drag performers out there, follow her TikTok, because you will learn so much. You will glean so much knowledge from her. She's just amazing. Cassie just posted an interesting thing here. Regardless of how big you get, you can always fall just as fast. Who is going to be there to catch you when you do? Always be mindful of where you came from.
Exactly.
True.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. I missed Jamie Angel's question. Don't worry. We'll be able to get back to that shortly. But I want to bring out our next guest. And I thought it was very important, since we're talking about Drag 101, it's not just queens, kids. we have to talk to our kings as well. And if we're going to
Indeed.
talk about Drag 101, we are going to talk to our incredible next guest. He is Mr. Meetander Valentine.
Hi.
Hi, guys. Thank
What
you
are
for
you
having
doing?
me.
Thank you for being here. It's nice to have you with us.
Nice to be here.
Alrighty, Xander, do you want to give us a little who, what, where about you?
Sure. I am Meetander Valentine. I am from Central PA, the Bloomsburg area. I've been doing drag for 12 years. Just recently got into it a lot more over the last couple of years through COVID, and obviously Land Insider coming out into the world. So what I'm wearing is just thrift. So this is just from Christian's Clothing in Wilkes-Barre. I go there a lot. They have great clothes for anybody in the area. And then the wig, I actually do all my own wigs. I sew them by hand. I make my own wig caps and just sew them together because I keep my sides shaved. So they just clip right in. So I do that myself. And where can you find me? You can find me all over the Central PA area in different gigs, but you can also find me on Facebook and Instagram as Meetander Valentine King on both. So that's me.
All right.
Fantastic.
You go, boy. You go, boy.
I want to know, Xander, who inspires you other than obviously Landon?
And me.
Actually, well, I was going to say the queens around me that I work with all the time really are my inspiration, because it's you guys queens that have taught me how to apply makeup and give me all the tips in the dressing room. Like, what are you doing it that way for? You're not supposed to use a dry sponge. It needs to be wet, just stuff like that. So everybody around me inspires me and gives me not criticism, I would say, but just tips. And I keep learning all the time. So yeah, just, my drag mother, my drag family, and everybody I'm performing with.
That's good.
Amazing. Amethyst, any questions?
Yes. So, Xander, what do you think? There's always been the controversy of not enough kings in shows, not enough representation for, the biggest part of our family, which is drag kings.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that is? And how can we move forward and make it better?
I know you guys were talking about Rue a little bit earlier. So I think the problem is that, up until Landon, it really wasn't a mainstream thing, right? So we were out there, mostly just trying to pass as male, basically, and not really going into makeup and wigs and all that kind of stuff, So, I think just having that be more on a platform, being able to compete at higher levels, having that open up, I think we'll have more kings about. And I think as long as you're putting the work in, you're going to get booked regardless. So as long as you're, being professional, putting the work in, you're going to get booked. So I think it's just needing more kings in the area, really.
I agree with that 100%. There's a lot of people out there that are a little upset that they're not getting booked. And we talked about this on the last episode. If you're not getting booked, ask yourself as to why.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that, queens, and this does not mean anything derogatory. I think queens take things to a super bigger level.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying how kings want to go as far as looking, male
Mm-hmm.
and representing, looking real. It was always about looking real.
Right.
And I think there's a level that drag kings need to take it up to, like Land Insider has represented for all of you. I love Land Insider,
right,
with the body suits and the different this, that, and the contours of the face.
Right.
I think you all needed that representation to make
Mhm.
you guys go, okay, that's where we need to be.
Right. Exactly.
And I say that with the biggest love in all my heart. I really do.
Right. Right. And there has been big drag kings along the way, like Spiky Van Dyke, stuff like that. But there's never been a competition where they were on TV. And really, that's what's making it more mainstream. So
Right.
Kudos to Dragula, at least, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For bringing out the different, the weird, the unaccepted, the strange. Absolutely.
Right. Unfortunately, to be on that show, you have to eat bugs, but we're getting somewhere.
Yes. I don't know if my refined palate could stand that.
I'm sure not.
Choices. So Ashley Lynn popped in to send some love to you. Love a wet sponge. And Xander is one of 2 kings I know that take advice and help and doesn't make it personal. Looking at Xander 10 years ago to now is huge growth.
I love you,
Hi,
Ashley.
We love you big old wet sponge, you.
Yeah, right.
Daniel Jackson just brought up a good point too. Camp Wanakiki has had kings on as well.
Oh, okay.
So
Very good
Rue's
point.
the only televised competition show that's not getting it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, and wasn't it Michelle Visage said she would like to do a competition that featured trans women and kings and all that stuff. And there was a bit of a clapback about that, about being separate but equal.
Yeah, and it's a hard area because of everything we have. We have people that are cis women performing hyper femme drag. We have cis males performing hyper masculine drag. So we have so much on the spectrum. It is hard to segregate, but at the same time, where do we fit? So
yeah,
right, because there's so many sub levels to our community as a whole. Like there's a flag for everything, there's a color for everything, there's a hanky for everything. You know what I mean? As Jade.
You're gonna be using like handkerchiefs for our gang colors soon.
You know what I mean? Like we are definitely West Side. You know what I mean? Like just saying.
Oh, funny,
man. I was drinking water when you said that.
I'm sorry. I said that because at Divas Down Under this past Friday, it was our comedy night. I sat with Jade. Well, we seat people, whatever that's called right now. I wore a dress that's made out of every different color hanky. And we had to look up the hanky code for leather. It was a whole thing.
Literally, me and Elizabeth Hardon going through the list and looking at her dress, going, "Oh, that means you like being peed on. Oh, that means you want someone to pay for dinner.
You need to walk to your car."
Yeah.
It was great.
That's a whole nother show. We'll do hankies on another show. But
that's true. We'll do a hanky code episode.
Oh God. Oh God.
I don't know how to react to that, honestly.
I don't either.
So Orion asked a very interesting question here, and I do like this question. Why does it really matter what you are performing / presenting as long as you're having a great time and loving what you do?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean that's what it is, really, and I wish Rue would have more of a platform like Dragula, etc., where there would be. Doesn't matter. You're doing drag. It's an art. Come on and start your stuff, and if you win, you win. You're the best. It doesn't have to be a miss or a mister.
Well, a lot of pageants around here, like Central Pennsylvania Pride, isn't doing Mr. and Miss anymore. We're doing Royal.
Okay.
And I love that. York Pride did the Regent. Like, I like that more prides are going. I've always found it funny that, the gay community, our representatives have to be a straight couple.
Right. It doesn't make much sense, does it? In retrospect.
Yeah.
Lancaster Pride is also doing the same.
Oh, cool.
Are they really? Excellent.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I think the more we get to that, where it's just one track, the better,
Which they are looking for contestants if anybody out there would like to run for Lancaster Pride this year.
FYI.
FYI. I might be there, so might this bitch.
Ooh.
They're giving us a microphone.
We host things now. I don't know why they want us to do that.
They trust us.
They are silly bitches.
Well, Xander, we do have another segment to get to. Are we going to have you for the rest of the episode, though?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. We'll bring you back in just a little bit.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
He is incredible.
He is incredible. Absolutely.
You know what else is incredible?
What?
Our Patreons.
Oh, yay.
We got 2 new Patreons this week, and I want to give them a huge shout out to Lori and Orion, who have joined Vicky, Robin, Daniel, Chanel, Estee, Jeremy, Corey, and Josh as our Patreons. They are helping Inside the Drag Closet keep going. So if you would like to be a Patreon, just go to patreon.com/InsideTheDragCloset. There is exclusive content on there as well, mostly me filming a whole bunch of shenanigans. But earlier tonight, I posted a video that myself, Amethyst, and Anastasia did at Divas Down Under.
I want to see it.
You want to see it? It's silly, and they let me hold the phone, so it's shaky as can be, which is great. And then I turned the camera so we were all on it, not thinking that it's gonna tilt that way.
Did it really? Oh no!
It sure did. It's definitely pretty and smart.
Yeah. I can only do one at a time, and well, which one we chose.
Same. But we also have our merch out there, kids. So make sure you are getting your Inside the Drag Closet merch. Like we've said before, we have our lovely hoodies, some t-shirts for your nerves. We've now got, people are raving for the coffee mug. Apparently,
I love the coffee mug. I love it.
Right? It's cute. It's really cute. And soon we are going to be having some merch with our new banner. So check out the new Inside the Drag Closet banner.
Lord have them.
Love that thing so much. And if you see us at a Pride and we have our booth, you will see that banner and you will know us based on that.
And then you can give us money.
Yeah, come on over. Give us money. We like money.
Lots of money.
I am going to leave our Patreon scrolling for a little bit. But I think it is time for us to enjoy a little bit of Diamond Dish.
Oh my God.
I'll be back in a bit.
No, come back. No, I need you. Oh, she leaves me all the time. Hey, people, what's up? So, tonight on Diamond Dish, I always get my inspiration from things I see on social media or things that tie in with my own personal life. And just a couple days ago, I seen a meme, and that meme reads, whichever, stop breaking your own heart by exaggerating your place in other people's lives. I'm going to read that one more time. Stop breaking your own heart by exaggerating your place in other people's lives. Some very important people in my life have done this on both ends of the spectrum, to where they feel a certain way because the person that they're involved with or the person they're interested in, or even your friend or your family, doesn't react to you the way you feel that they should. You're setting yourself up for this failure, essentially, by saying, well, why aren't you treating me this way? This is the way I should be treated. And, for me, that's very heartbreaking for a lot of people because they feel as though they should be treated a certain way. And when that person doesn't respond that way, unbeknownst to that person, they're then like, well, I don't understand. Why are they treating me this way? And I wanted to get everybody's opinion on that tonight because, of course, I have my own opinion on that. I'm going to invite back both of our other guests, Xander and Jade as well. So whenever you want to do that, Jade, you just bring them right on. There we go. See, I love that. Thank you so much, Natasha. Welcome back. What do you guys think of that? Do you need me to read that again, or did you understand?
Let's hear it one more time.
Absolutely. Stop breaking your own heart by exaggerating your place in other people's lives. What do you think of that?
I think that, it's good to have, some people value friends, or they think of friends like, I feel loved because I have 1,000 friends, or I have many friends. But I think really what you need in life is 1, 2, maybe 3 people that are your core friends that love you just the way you love them. And really that's what you should focus on when you think of friendship, is just to not break your own heart and assume that, everybody's got your back. Because in reality, that's not always the case.
Right. That is very true. I love that answer.
I agree with Sander, right? Like you have to have like this group of people that is like your core. But on the other side, like sometimes, at least with myself, like with my core people, when they don't react like the way that I'm expecting, like that kind of breaks my heart. And that really just goes back to myself. Like they're not reacting the way that I'm expecting because they're their own person. So I cannot control the way that they're going to react to certain things. So maybe, at least in my case, I feel like this is just like myself need to like set expectations where they need to be and be a little more realistic. So I'm a daydreamer. I'm like, oh my gosh, let's do this and that. But I feel like, at least for my case, as I'm taking this quote, I feel like I have to like level expectations to reality.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Definitely. Jade, what do you think?
It's funny. I've been processing this for a couple minutes since you said it. I have always been one of those people that I drive myself crazy by judging myself based on other people's success.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
There's another quote very similar to this, and it's like, I forget exactly how it goes, so I don't even want to misquote it. But basically, I put a lot of faith in others, and when I don't get that reciprocated, like I've had a very devastating 2 years. Aside from my drag, like other things have not been going great. My professional life outside of drag has kind of sucked, and I've really taken it to heart, and I've seen other people prospering for doing the things that I've always done. So I got into a habit of not helping others. And I hate that. I really hate that.
Right.
But, I got a little bitter, and I am still a little bitter. I'm not going to lie. But I have to constantly step back and go, keep manifesting good, keep putting that good back into the universe, and it will come to you, or it's going to move you in a different direction. Like, right. I'm now making more doing drag than I do at my 2 day jobs combined. So,
exactly. Sometimes we just have to sit back and be patient.
Yeah.
And just wait for our turn. It will come. But in the meantime, you have to put out that good energy in order for you to get it.
Yep. I've been very focused, especially in the last few weeks, in manifesting good and manifesting good things. Because I have friends who are not in that place right now, and I want to be in that place for them. But conversely, I can't devastate myself doing that for others.
Right.
It's all about balance.
Right.
It is definitely about balance. And I mean, you can't hold others to a certain standard based off how you think they should be or how they should treat you. Like, it's not their responsibility to respond to you the way you think they should.
Right.
And a lot of people set themselves up for failure because that's the way they think. So.
Yeah. And what I was going to say for my Drag 101 comment was kind of like, stay away from those false expectations or from things that are going to make you more anxious and more nervous backstage. Stay away from drama. Don't always listen. Constructive criticism is one thing, but if somebody's making a negative comment or whatnot, just, it's easier said than done, but try to let it roll, because it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
It doesn't.
Exactly.
It doesn't.
Orion Angel just revealed something pretty big. So this is a tough question for me, referring to Amethyst's question. I had my first real experience with getting hate for my choice of being both a drag king and a teacher. I've had to set my TikTok to private currently for my own peace of mind, but I still feel scared, hurt, etc. How do you deal with it? The first time you ever got hate for what you do, and how do you deal with it now? Who wants to take that one?
I'll take that.
Go for it.
It's a big one for me. I feel like the first time that I took hate ever, that it shook me. I was working a job, and this person came with attitude and made me feel so bad that I had to go to the stockroom and cry about it. But then my manager at the time, she was like, don't give people power over you. Like, that people is so small and so miserable on their life that they have to go out of their way to make you feel bad. It's the same thing on social media, right? It's even easier on social media because they're not even looking at you at the face, right? They're behind a little screen. So again, don't give people power over your emotions, and don't let them, if they're making you scared and if they're making you feel like bad, and they're winning. So don't let them win, baby. You are more worth than any of them because you're not going out of your way making people feel like trash. So don't give them that power because that way they win.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
People will only treat you as you allow.
Yep. And I mean, I'm also like, I have a professional job and I get worried too that people are going to find out that I do drag. And then you just realize I'm not doing anything wrong. You know, I'm
You're
actually
not.
doing something positive for the community and I should be out there telling people I do drag. Yeah, I'm doing this. You know, I'm investing my time in the queer community. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And actually, I just got hit up by our local Girl Scout leader who wants me to come talk to the girls. So, you know, for all the hate, there's always love, you know? So again, just let it wash, just let it roll, you know?
Always.
That's
awesome.
That's such a perfect way to word that, actually.
Yeah.
For every bit of hate, there's just as much love.
Yep.
Sure is.
I love that. On to a lighter topic. We have another question here. We'll start with Natasha on this one. From Kitty DeVille, how can new performers learn how to mix their music and what programs are easy to use for mixing?
I love this question. So I did a TikTok about this. I did a little. It's called Audacity, just like that, like Auda and City. So easy to use. It's
Apparently,
like
we all use it.
yeah. It's just like the Microsoft Word of music, right? Just like cut paste and cut this. Super self-explanatory.
So easy.
You just put down the music from some like audio from like a TV show or like a pad, and then go back to the song. It's super easy to make.
Mhm.
If you want to learn more, check that out on TikTok.
Yeah, Audacity is incredible.
Mhm.
I've literally been using it for 20 years.
Mhm. Yep.
No lie.
Pardon me. Yeah, I commented on it in the chat, so if anybody needs to look it up, go for it.
Oh, good.
There's a lot of love in the comment section right now.
There is.
Yeah, and it's Crystal Shade says here, I agree with Jade. My expectations that people will be the genuine people that they portray, regardless of who I may be. I set myself up thinking they wouldn't treat me less of that portrayal. And sadly, people will do that. And I hate that. But you just got to keep your chin up and keep focused on what you want to get out of things. It's not easy. I'm not going to pretend it's easy.
No, it's not easy. But I think the core of that is self-love.
Yep.
Self-love and acceptance is the core of that. When you do that and you mean that 100%, you are unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Anything anyone does or says to you will bounce off you like nothing. Brink. Say what you want about me, babe. I am successful, I am happy, and I love myself. There is nothing you could possibly do to tear that away from me.
Right.
Trust and believe. Yeah.
Mhm.
Once you're confident and love yourself, baby, you are unstoppable.
That's right.
We did get a comment here from Victoria Rosencrantz. I have been recently named as the DEI officer of the city I live in. I'm very new to drag, and I was told to stop. Now
I would need to know what's DEI.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Very nice, Xander. Thank you.
My advice would be don't, obviously. I know Victoria. I would say don't. I would say it's part of DEI. You know, we're creating safe spaces for everyone, you know, not just queer individuals, but everyone to get together. So it's the diverse environment. I mean, it's basically part of your job description.
Right. Right. I mean, come on. Yeah, don't stop. Keep doing what you're doing. It's about embracing and educating people about the things that are that are unknown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this whole gig that all of us are doing here is for some reason very strange to a lot of people. The only thing you can do is go into it knowing how they feel about it, and then just flipping the script on them. You know what I mean? If you are a DEI officer, then that is your job. Just do your job and keep doing what you're doing.
Jamie Angel just posted, sounds like some people don't understand what DEI means.
Well, there you go.
I can't even spell DEI.
I have a DUI.
Is there a cream for that?
There
Is
is.
that drug enforcement? I hope not.
Drag encouraging investigator.
Accurate.
Accurate. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing, baby. Keep doing what you're doing.
Everybody, keep these questions coming. This is a lot of fun. One thing I always like to do when there aren't any questions to do, and I haven't got to do it for a couple weeks. So, Natasha, what is one question you have for Xander?
Ooh, I'm telling.
Oh my gosh, I performing in the Queen dominant industry.
Natasha, you're cutting in and out a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to get closer to the microphone. Hopefully that will help.
There we go.
All right. That you've had to face as a king performing in a queen-dominated industry.
Ooh.
There's not a ton of challenges per se. I would say the only thing I've noticed is this is horrible. People are probably going to slap me for this, but it's a little harder for us to do ballots. It really is. I mean, it just is, and I don't know why. Probably because we don't usually wear big, giant, beautiful gowns. You know what I mean? So it's hard to just walk around. Like, I know, right? Like that's my next investment, I guess.
I love that.
Really, like I said before, if you bust your ass, people are going to notice and they're going to book you. So,
yeah.
True. So conversely, Xander, what is one question you have for Natasha?
Oh, let's see. So I used to live in California for 3 years. I lived in Corona. So what part of California do you live in? And do you feel like, like it's, I guess we talked about this previously, but do you feel like it's too populated to get bookings, or do you feel like you're going to have to, move outside of that Corona, like LA area?
Yeah, so I live in Long Beach, California. So it's south. And it's like there's for every car there's 4 drag queens. So it's but there's a lot of opportunities in other cities. There's there's Hollywood. It's just hard to get them. I feel like there's a lot of like barriers to get them. I don't feel like I would have to move out necessarily, but probably yes, exploring some other avenues, like going to another city for a while, but forget driving around. Maybe I'm just moving out, but
There you go. I like that. Opportunity is the ultimate creator.
I like to travel, though. Traveling's fun.
Traveling is a lot of fun.
Get away from everybody and all the normal. Get out of the normal and go find something else. It's
go
worth
to a gig at a beach.
Yes.
I heard that was a very good idea.
Yes. Very good. Orion Angel has a good question here. If someone created a movie about your life, what celebrity would you want to play you? Let's start with Xander on that one.
I have no idea, and I'm horrible naming actors. Good grief. I mean, I would like to pretend, like somebody buff and hot. I don't know. I really don't know. My old lady, really. Poor Betty White's not still alive.
I could see in a story about your life, Sarah Paulson playing you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have seen Sarah Paulson as a king.
That's a good one.
Okay, we'll go with that.
And she's a good actress and an icon. So yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Natasha?
There's this Mexican actor called Jaime Camil. He does a lot of telenovelas, and he's done drag a couple of times for the telenovelas.
Oh,
So
cool.
if anything, I think he's the perfect choice.
Nice.
I love that. Amethyst.
I think I would have to go with Tyra Banks.
Yes.
Yes.
Tyra Banks. Yep. That's all I got.
I love that.
No explanation needed. Her.
No.
No, you want to be on top?
Hey,
That's all I got.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
My answer is also Tyra Banks.
Yes.
Actually, Meryl Streep for me.
Oh yeah.
I could see that. Yeah.
That'd be great. Meryl Streep trying to be boy me. That's acting.
And she would kill it. And she would kill it.
She would
That's
kill
why
it.
she's the best.
Right.
A question here specifically for Xander. As a king, is it hard to find hair or wigs in male styles?
Yes, it's really hard. I've asked Ariana, if you're listening, several times to create me a wig. No, it is hard. So like I said, I style my own. I just YouTubed it, learned how to sew in tracks and do my own wig caps, and it's really not that difficult. But yeah, it's hard to find them. Definitely easier to make them.
I bet. I wore a masculine style wig for Divas Down Under this week, and they are really hard to find.
Yeah, especially styled. Yeah.
Oh my God, the questions are beautiful tonight and silly. Orion Angel would like to know, what are you going to title your autobiography? Let's start with Amethyst this time.
Oh God, probably. The title of my autobiography. Just Be. Period.
I like it.
Just Be.
Xander.
I would say probably goodness. Be kind. Be kind, definitely. That is me to a T. So be kind.
Good.
I like it. Natasha.
I would have to say it's not billions, not million. It's not billions. No, what was it? It's like my friend made me a catchphrase. I was like, oh, I'm trying to remember it. I should know it. It's not billions. No, it's not billions, not millions, not even thousands. It's hundreds, baby.
Cute.
Love it.
That's cute. That is cute.
Very cute.
And mine would be, God, won't she ever stop?
Why?
No, why? That's it. Why? With me just standing there.
I would buy it.
Why?
Yep. Bestseller.
Jamie Angel would like to know another one for Xander. So Jamie Angel is a wonderful non-binary performer based out of York, and they have been really stepping up their drag lately. And they would like to know, what do you look for in wardrobe choices when shopping?
So lately I've been getting a little bit more risque. I am showing off a little bit more skin. So I've been doing a lot more bodysuits or mesh kind of material, or more accessories, definitely, because you can take one outfit and make it another outfit. So leather's always good. Boots, always good to have. Staples, that kind of stuff. So just stuff you can wear with everything and anything.
I like that.
Xander, what is your aesthetic when it comes to drag? Like, what is your look? Like, what do you go to? Are you like, leather daddy? Are you a biker daddy? Like, are you a daddy?
I'm all over. Like, I do some theater stuff, and then I'll do like some, sexy stuff. I've done like Rocky Horror Picture Show stuff, and then I've done like Under the Sea numbers. So I just do everything. I think I'm more of like maybe I don't know, a jack of all trades. I don't know.
And when it comes to drag, that's a good idea.
I like that you were like, are you a leather daddy? And everything was daddy. Are you daddy?
I'm an everything daddy.
Ooh, everything daddy.
Wonder what hanky color that is. Shimmer.
I'll look it up. um, Orion has another fun question. What is your go-to pre-show meal or drink? Natasha, you take that one.
I mean, I'll like pre-show drink. I would say just Red Bull and vodka because I need the liquid courage, the liquid energy. But I don't really eat like a lot before the show. But after the show, I love me some Taco Bell. I love me like the chalupa box or the nacho box. If I go to Jack in the Box, maybe like the munchie meal. I could speak about like post-gig meals for hours.
So Natasha loves to eat the box in any way. Okay.
I love to eat a box. What can I say?
Any kind of box, Natasha's down.
Yeah.
Usually it's the kings that say that. But anyway. For those who don't understand, it was an eating out reference at a fancy restaurant. Anyway.
Nom, 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 nom.
Anyway. I'll show myself out.
Okay.
Anyway, so Xander, what do you like to eat?
I do not like to eat before a show either. I drink, sure, but I wait till after the show as well. So fried food usually. I mean, good old soak up that alcohol food is usually my go-to.
Nice. Amethyst?
I'm currently enjoying some macadamia nuts.
I love me some nuts when I'm in drag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, usually before a gig, I usually don't eat because that's just, I mean, with all the tucking and the pulling and the tights and the cinching and corseting, all that, you know, it just doesn't sit well. So usually I tend not, like earlier in the day, I will, like when I first get up, I'll have something when I first get up, but like right before I start getting ready, probably not. After the show, everything I can find. Everything under the sun, 20-piece nuggets, everything.
Exactly.
I shouldn't even say, I'm on keto now anyway, so I don't even eat that stuff, but yeah.
And pre-show drink?
Jack Daniels. Rocks, soda, however, you know. I like my whiskey, you know.
She do.
I do like the whiskeys. Gives me whiskey.
Because that's helpful.
That's right. Kick her right in the whiskers. Kiss her in the whiskers.
No, yeah, kiss her, please. No kicking.
Right. Kiss, yeah. Don't kick her in the whiskers. She don't like that. Her vagina is down there. You know. You're welcome. Talk amongst yourself.
Yeah, thanks.
So before a show, I'll typically have water. You know, I'm not a big drinker. If my energy level is low, I will have a soda, but I'm trying to drink less soda. It's not going well. I keep trying, and I never stick to it. I won't eat before a show, but you better believe I will nosh during a show.
Nosh?
We did a gig a couple months ago, and they had tater tots with crab dip.
Ooh, oh.
And my fat ass had that finished before the show was over.
Yeah. Well,
and I regretted nothing. Oh,
was that at the racehorse?
It was at Racehorse.
That shit was good.
So good.
Sounds good.
That was good. Even I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, you want me to try this? Well,
yes, I will. Next thing I knew, it was going.
Kitty DeVille has a good question here. Where can you get affordable yet quality wigs?
Another
Amazon.
good question.
I found that on Amazon, if you look for 4 stars or more, it's usually a good wig.
Some good brands
really
in my mind are InStyle. Style. I'm sorry, were you saying something?
You go right ahead, baby. You go right ahead.
Oh, I tend to cut people off, and I'm trying to be better at it. Especially when we're on Zoom and stuff, I'm trying to get better.
Go ahead. You're fine.
But like some good brands are like M Style, Style Icon, and MX Angel on Amazon. They have good laces and good like density on their wigs.
Okay.
They're cheap.
I like that.
Put that in the
Xander.
comment section for everybody if we can.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna put makeup on.
Xander, any good resources for hair?
I purchase on Amazon. I get human hair tracks on Amazon, and I dye them whatever color I want. I've not learned how to use synthetic yet, but I get everything on Amazon.
That's fair.
Yeah, you just have to look around. I mean, if you're looking for styled wigs, that we're wearing tonight, you can find reasonable people. I mean, Memphis Alvarez did this. This was $140.
That's not bad.
It's not, because there's bitches out there selling wigs for $300-400 that are just like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
A lot of drag groups sell stuff online too, on Facebook, by the way, too. So like drag swap, stuff like that.
Yes, there are a lot of drag marketplace pages out there that people buy, sell, and even trade drag.
Yeah.
So just checking all your resources. Type it in. If you type it in, I assure you're going to find it somewhere in the interwebs of life.
I've had this wig for a couple years now. It was just a straight flat wig from Webster Wigs, which I love Webster Wigs. But it was just sitting around doing nothing. So I went to Ariana. I was like, do something with her. And she didn't charge me a lot. I gave her a few wigs, so she gave me a bit of a discount. But like it, that
was a straight flat wig.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she like rhinestoned it. Don't look here. She rhinestoned it. Don't look at this piece. This is humility. This is why I'm sitting far away. But yeah, she put it in a pony and she rhinestone. The cool thing about how she does rhinestones, she'll braid a piece and rhinestone that piece.
That's
gorgeous.
I'm sure I was just really loud because I tried to show everyone the wig and I was right in my microphone. That
sounds
welcome
great.
to Inside the Drag Closet. Don't forget to share the video. Anyway,
you share the video.
We're short. We're only at 10. We need 8 more.
Exactly.
To 18, share the video.
Right. I'm working on it. Here's a cute question. If you were stranded on an island, what item could you not be without?
Oof.
Natasha, you first.
I will have to say my phone. I hate that, but I'm so attached to my phone. I need it. I hate that. I had this dependency, but let's be real. I could not be on a stranded island without my phone.
I feel that. I feel that.
I'd be like, hey guys, I'm stranded. Send help.
That's true. You won't be stranded long.
Right. It wouldn't be too terrible if you had your phone, I guess.
Yeah.
Just taking pictures, selfies. Yeah, I'm on the
Grindr. Any islanders hosting?
Anybody else on this island? Anybody?
I know. I have a little.
Where's my GPS?
Desperate and alone. Please
Right.
rescue me.
20 feet away. You're 20 feet away from me. That's terrible. I mean,
Grindr, saving lives.
Is that how that app works? I'm not sure.
I think so.
I think so. I've heard. No.
How about you, Xander?
Good grief, I would probably say my little dog because I can't sleep at night without her.
Aww.
Oh.
Or food, one of the two.
If you get desperate, one could become the other.
That's right.
Truth. 2 in 1.
Right for a bolt of lightning, honey. You can charge your phone and make food at the same time.
Oh,
no. Amethyst?
I would just want some way, like if I couldn't have my phone, I would want something that played music. I would have to have music.
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow, some way. I don't know.
My answer is toilet paper.
I just jump in the ocean, give it the old 1-2,
Yeah,
you know.
I had not thought of that.
Just swish
What
your
was
legs
that
real
in?
fast.
The sea's like a giant bidet, so you don't need toilet paper if you think about
You
it.
get in the ocean and swish it around, girl.
I just wasted my one item. I will not do well on Naked and Afraid.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Get in the water.
Another question from Jamie Angel. If you could grace the cover of any magazine, what would you want to be featured on?
Playboy.
Playboy. All right. Xander?
Who reads magazines anymore? But I guess Time, because, you know,
Ooh.
Trump was there, so.
Well.
I'm kidding. Sorry.
I like that. Natasha?
I would have to say Vogue. Like, oh.
Yes.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And my answer is Jugs. I don't
know.
Yeah.
I don't know if Playboy was my answer. Maybe High Times.
Because she eats those donuts.
Because I love nuggets.
Yeah.
She smokes those left-handed cigarettes.
Yeah. It's a thing.
Ooh. Miss Trixie Valentine has popped in and has a scalding question for us. What is a pet peeve you have in the back room of a drag show? Did you have an answer or just some shade?
A little bit of both.
Go for it, girl.
My pet peeve in a dressing room is when everybody uses my shit. I'll put it out there. Babies, if you are a drag queen, get your shit together. Okay? Any entertainer for that matter. You need everything under the sun. Don't come over to my station and use all my shit because you didn't bring it. There, I said it.
Well then. Natasha?
Always in my mirror, all that stuff. Yep. Mm-hmm. Don't do it.
Oh my gosh. We were talking about this earlier before the show. I hate when entertainers are rude to their dressers, to the people that are helping them. They're like, dressed. Wait, especially when they're like newer entertainers and they have like their friends. They're not even their assistants, or like, you know, they're not even paying them. They're literally there to support you and help you get dressed and ready. And you're being a bitch to them. I'm like, not a good light.
Mm-hmm.
True. Very true. Xander?
So for me, it's just not being professional in general. Like, I just want to go back there, do what I got to do. We all do. You know, we want to have a good show. And if somebody's like running in at like the 9th hour, or we, you know, it's just making more complications for other people, it's obviously annoying. So I don't want anxiety. I just want to have fun, you know, so as much as possible.
Right. And I'll reiterate what I said. That may have seemed a bit aggressive. What I really mean is I want people to be...
Don't touch her shit.
Is don't touch my fucking shit. Okay, leave my shit out your mouth. Or I will Smith your ass. You know, this ain't G.I. Jane's 2. Okay?
It is.
You know, I just want people to be more prepared.
Yeah.
There's a lot of details that go into entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
And being prepared is one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Great.
I'll help anybody. You can ask me for anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're constantly in my way, when I'm trying to get ready, no.
Well, and forgetting something every once in a while is one thing, but when you're consistently not having bobby pins.
Yeah.
Right. The bitches walk in, oh, you brought makeup with you?
I'm sorry, what?
Girl.
No, I did not.
Oh, did anybody
Or
bring
like,
any
actually,
extra
like for some reason this is like a hot item back.
Oh yeah, you got to watch out. Yeah, got to
Right?
be. Mm-hmm.
Anybody bring
That got
hairspray? No. Girl, drives me nuts.
Mhm. My biggest pet peeve, and this might upset some people, but it's particularly after a show. Please don't come into our dressing room. We're changing. We're sweaty. We're not happy. Like, we had a good show, but like, I've always had body issues. I don't like being seen without my shirt on. Please, when the show's over, that's not your invitation to come into the dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
I want to change and I want that space. And we love you all. We said goodbye to you in the lobby.
Yeah.
I said good day.
I said good day.
I said good day.
And good day.
And I know it's not malicious and I know it's not anything like that, but that's our decompression time.
Yeah. You don't
so
want to see all that.
And our naked time. Yeah.
And naked time. Yeah. Like legit.
Right.
You know, we have performers, their breasts might be hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Exactly.
Next question we have. And this is a very, very good question, once again, from Orion Angel. Do you think a plus size can get away with wearing bodysuits, or would that just look ridiculous? Asking for a friend. It's me. I'm the friend.
They make them for all sizes.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. And you know what? I just throw a belt on, and I'm telling you what, it takes my confidence up 100%. You know, it's amazing what you can do with a belt.
Right. And I mean, I would assume that there's some sort of that you would have to kind of cinch things in order to prepare it for a bodysuit.
I just put like a regular, like the shorts on that just suck your gut in a little bit. Just put those on. And then, like I said, a belt just to feel extra confident. And some people don't even do that, and that's fine. But I do that just because it makes me feel more confident. But heck yeah, I've seen everybody in every size wear them and look amazing. I mean, way amazing. So I would say, yeah, do it.
Yep.
And if you want to boost your confidence a little bit, try wearing like something over it the first time and see how you feel about it. And maybe like mid your number, you can take it off, like a little vest or a cover up or something. And once you get into it, like you'll feel more confident. You'll be like, screw this, and you'll be like more confident. It's a good segue into it.
Yep.
Very true. You know, we all have those things that we're self-conscious about with ourselves, and doing drag, we can hide those things, or we can just go, you know what, this is who I am. This is what it's going to be. Mine is my nose. You know, I've never liked my nose. I've wanted to get my nose done, but for some reason in drag, I like my nose.
It's so cute.
It's cute from the front. But when I turn like this, I'm like, oh, she's getting there a minute before me. Okay, that's cute. But I'm just like, in drag, I don't like to do anything to my nose. I don't like to contour it. I'll do a little bit of a boop right on the tip of it, but you know, I like my nose in drag for some reason.
Aww.
Yep.
Boop the snoot.
Boop the snoot. Chanel's question here: do you put on your shoes to finish your look when you do a show? Not if you put a corset on, because once that corset's on, you can't get to your shoes.
It depends if you can bend over.
Yep.
Right. Sometimes they should go on first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, has anyone seen my feet? Can you reach my feet from here?
Thelma and Louise are blocking the view.
Seriously, I can't see my feet. I can't see my stomach. Can't see my own vagina.
Who wants to tell her?
You have no feet, Amethyst.
No feet. Or just do like the TikTok where they throw their and they're like, you gotta catch it. You gotta catch it sometimes. I don't know.
So what is the last thing everybody does when they are fully in drag?
Two things. The last thing that goes on after everything are my lashes, because especially at the club where the lights are like very deep, because I wear glasses to see, and I'm severely blind. Like right now, I know that I'm talking to 4 beautiful silhouettes, and that's all I can tell. But that's the one of the last things, and then body spray all over.
Oh
Yeah.
Always a little perfume.
Yeah. I agree with that.
if I'm in a gig and I don't smell like cotton candy, you know I forgot something.
Yeah. I usually put my jewelry on last because it gets caught on everything, especially like hair.
I know a lot of queens will do their nails last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of queens that will do their nails on the way to the stage because their number's about to start. I'm every woman.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not a woman. Da, 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 da.
Oh, bless her heart.
Alrighty. Well, it looks like those are all the questions we got for this evening. That was a treat.
That was fun.
So we still have 10 more minutes, kids. What should we do?
Drag 101. Some more drag tips.
Yes, I like that.
Definitely more drag tips.
Natasha, since you inspired this theme, what is another drag 101 that you have for everyone?
Think about why you want to do drag. I feel like drag has become very popular nowadays. So a lot of people's like, I want to do it, I want to do it. But something that will help, define your persona is to think why. And there's several reasons why, right? Maybe you want to feel the fantasy. Maybe you like the attention, like a lot of us. Maybe you want to express yourself artistically. So whatever that is, find that and take it from there. So let's say if it's art, then take it that way. If it's attention, then take it that way. But find why you want to do that. I feel like that's whenever somebody tells me like, I want to start it, but I have no clue where to start. That's the number one thing. Like, find your why. Why do you want to do this?
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I like that because a lot of people get into this for the wrong reasons. You get into it thinking you're going to make $1 million, thinking you're going to be famous, thinking that it's easy or that it's cheap.
Or that it's always fun.
That sometimes
you really
it's work.
Right. You have to want to do this.
This
has to be a passion, a desire, a drive. Because there are days where you have to do it and you don't want to. So, you really have to love it.
Yep. So Jamie Angel did point out, I did miss a question earlier and I just went back and I found it. And this question is specifically for Natasha. You indicated that you grew up outside the US. How would you compare the attitudes relating to drag where you grew up to attitudes about it in the US?
That's a really good question. And thank you for asking that because in Mexico, I feel like drag, when I was back then, it was more like celebrity impersonation. There wasn't like a room for drag just yet. I feel like if you wanted to be at a club, you had to look like the artist. And people there are strict about the artists, right? They're very like, you have to look like her, like, they will tell you like, oh, that's not the hair. That's not that. Back then when I was growing up, it was very much like that. Just recently, it opened up the doors for drag, and it makes me so happy that it's opening up to different styles, to different kinds of performers. I feel like, but the quality is just amazing. There's this YouTube show called La Más Draga. So if you want to get like an idea of like Mexican drag, it's a great way to get it. The quality is there. They've been going around for 4 seasons now, and it's truly amazing. Look it up, La Más Draga on YouTube. 4 seasons. The one thing is that they don't have subtitles, so you're gonna get a free lesson in Spanish. but it's truly amazing. You can definitely enjoy the runway and the challenges and the lip syncs.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's amazing. So back to Drag 101. Xander, what is one bit of Drag 101 that you have?
I know you guys brought this up before, but again, like opportunity doesn't always knock. And sometimes when it does knock, it looks like work. So, make your own opportunity. If, don't sit around and wait for a booking. If you're not getting what you want, ask or promote yourself or show up to a show or, we don't have an interview process in drag and we don't have a resume. So we need to go out there and show what we got, even if we're not in the show or, do social media promotion or whatever you got to do, just do your hustle and get out there and hustle because it's not going to come knocking all the time. So,
exactly. And regardless of who you are, you don't deserve to be in everybody's show.
Right. Absolutely.
Especially if you're not out there supporting other shows.
Right. Or you're
You
not
know what I
working
mean?
for it. Right.
Right. I love going to shows that I am not in.
Right.
Love it.
Right.
I don't always have the time to do it,
Mhm.
but the fact that I made the time to do it is the reason why I'm in those shows now.
Yep. Exactly.
You know what I mean? You gotta clap for everybody, or no one's gonna
Support,
clap for
pay
you.
homage. Yep. Exactly. You have to. Yep. You have to be on both ends of the spectrum to get the respect. Absolutely.
Yep.
And we've talked about it before. Not every gig is super accessible to everyone.
Mhm.
So you just find ways, like brunches can be expensive. We get that. But if you support the performers or say, hey, is there any way I can help you out backstage? I just want to get involved somehow.
Right.
That's
Right.
a great way to do things.
Yep.
You know,
Right.
and brunches are a lot of fun, and they're so much fun. I didn't even try this segue, but it's working.
I was
Did you
hoping you
know
would.
that the Comedy Zone in Harrisburg is starting a new brunch? It is the Divas Down Under Boomerang Brunch starting June 19th, and your lovely hosts are right here. That's right. Myself and Amethyst are hosting our own monthly brunch now. So make sure you come on out June 19th. We'll be making an announcement about who the cast is going to be for the first show
Ooh.
soon.
And if you'd like to be a part of that cast, buy a ticket.
Simple as that.
Accurate. Also, don't forget that Divas Down Under just had another sold out show, and we have already over 50 tickets sold for next month. So
High
make sure
five,
you
Dave. High five.
right. So make sure you get your tickets. We are having Rehoboth Beach Queens Invasion 2.0. That's right. Oh God, there I am. Starring Paula Frost, Poison, Deja Diamond Jamassier, Christina Dahl, Katarina Couture, Amethyst Diamond, and myself, Jade DeVere. Now, the two guests we have that month are two amazing trans women. You are not prepared for how beautiful these women are. Amethyst said it perfectly. Not prepared.
Not ready.
I am so excited for the two of them. And coming up just next week, Amethyst and I can both be found in Thomasville, Pennsylvania at Miss Ruby's All Drag Review at the Racehorse Tavern. That's right, with Ruby Strippers, Jade DeVere, Amethyst Diamond, and Freya Rose. So make sure you get your tickets for that. And we are also debuting a new gig coming up. I know, I tried to get them all.
You did. Go, baby, go.
We will be at the King of Prussia Diner, Bakery, and Bar, hosted by Miss Fancy Dismount Stratton with Callie Couture, Jade DeVere, Aloe Vera, and Amethyst Diamond. So once again, get your friggin' tickets already.
You're such a big deal now.
Two of those gigs are back to back.
They are. And front to front.
Ass to mouth. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Hopefully for one of those.
Only for one. Everybody gets one.
This is what happens.
This is what happens. This is what is going to be happening. Orion, I believe Boomerang Brunch will be at the Harrisburg Comedy Zone in the same room. The tickets for the brunch, I do not believe they are on sale yet, but they will be most likely in the middle of May. First show is June 19th.
Hopefully they go on sale like tomorrow.
That'd be great. Can you imagine if we sold out right away? Oh,
I think if we put them on sale tomorrow, we will.
I think so too.
Derek
says they're not on sale yet, but they are coming soon. Speaking of my lovely husband, he is a show director for all of the shows at the Harrisburg Comedy Zone. And as a show director, he has a lot of insight into the drag world. And he likes to come up with helpful drag tips as well, speaking of Drag 101. And he has a helpful drag tip for everyone, which I forgot to upload earlier, and I'm uploading right now. But this is going to be something fun for all of us to talk about. Derek's helpful drag tip of the week is, when it comes to drag aesthetics, rhinestones are definitely one item where you get what you pay for. If you want to shine bright like a diamond, you aren't going to do it with plastic stones from Joanne Fabrics.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Yep. Learn that
And
the
they're
hard
not
way.
expensive. They are not expensive.
Yep.
They're not, good stones are not expensive.
Agreed.
True.
On Amazon, look the last stones, and they're very cheap. They look just as well as almost Swarovski, but then they're stunning glass stones.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or glass rhinestones, I should say.
You can get 10 gross, which a gross is 144. So 1,440 stones for $6 or $7.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not impossible. But wholesalerhinestone.com, Amazon. There are people selling stones all over Facebook.
Everywhere. Yep.
Yep.
So, yeah, invest in good ones. And by invest, I mean spend $10 and get you a good pack of stones.
Right. You're
And
not
you
going
won't
to get them
regret it.
locally. Yeah. You probably won't
No.
get them locally. That's the only thing. You got to
No.
order them.
Uh-uh.
Like we said before, it does not take a lot of money to look opulent. You just got to be creative, and you got to know what you're looking for.
It does take a lot of effort,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
but not a lot of money.
Exactly. You can do drag on a budget as long as you're a sickening performer.
Right.
Well, kids, we have reached 10 o'clock, so I want to give everybody a chance to say goodnight to everybody who is watching this evening, starting with my beautiful colleague here, Amethyst Diamond.
You're too kind to me, my sister, and I love you. I love this bitch. You guys love this bitch? I love this bitch. She's my favorite. To everybody watching out there, thank you so much for tuning in tonight and learning some drag 101 tips from all of us. Xander and Natasha, you've been wonderful guests for us, and we so appreciate you being here with us. Thank you for your insight and your beauty and your talent. And hopefully we can do this again soon together. To my sister, Jade, thanks for another great week. I'm proud of you, and I'm so happy to see you grow. And I'm happy to know that I had a little bit to do with it. But I love you, my sister, and here's to the future. And we'll see you next time. Take care of each other and yourselves.
Fantastic. Xander, any last words for the kids at home?
Just thanks to you guys for having me on, and thanks for having the show. I mean, it's one of the only ones, and it's great, and it's great that you keep it going. So thanks for having me.
You bet.
Absolutely.
Natasha.
Again, thank you for having us. This was amazing. The kiki with y'all, it's just great.
Yeah.
Like, if y'all want to have me back, I will do this a million
Absolutely.
times. Thank you for running this, because it's a lot of work. People don't understand, like, behind the scenes, all the technology that is not always working for us. So thank you for doing this. We're fabulous. Thank you so much, Sander. It was great sharing this space with you too.
Yeah,
High
same to
five.
you.
Wait, where am I?
Wait,
Damn
are we
it.
good? Yeah.
Yes. Like, where am I?
You got to go opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's an ordeal. Everybody, I want to thank you all for tuning in this evening. Natasha, I am so glad you said yes. It has been a joy getting to know you. Please stay in touch. We're definitely going to have you back again.
Please do. I have to make a road trip to Pennsylvania now.
Yes.
I have to.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we'll
I
book
just
you all
let her
over
know.
the
My
place.
husband's like, I'm telling you.
We'll book you all over the place. No problem.
Mhm.
Yep.
Thank you, baby.
Xander, we've only worked together once, but I feel like I've known you forever. Like,
Same.
you are just a joy to be around. You're like, you radiate joy, and I enjoy that. And I know some of that is probably nerves, but you know what? You transform it into gold, and that
Thank
is
you.
a beautiful skill to have.
Thank you.
Amethyst, I enjoy working with you. You're just fun. Like, we always have the best time cutting up, and we're going on another road trip next week because we have to drive down to Philly together.
Oh, I love that. I haven't
gonna be
done
a
Philly.
party.
So I haven't done Philly yet.
We're getting you to Philly. I held on to her coattails last year. It's time for me to return the favor and get her into some of the gigs I've been doing.
Yes.
Yeah, giddy up.
So next week on Inside the Drag Closet, we have another amazing episode planned for you. So this past weekend, there was an amazing pageant called National Bearded Empress. And I'm so excited. I have learned a great deal about the National Bearded Empress system. Not only is their promoter a woman, the lovely Michelle Woods is their promoter, we have also gotten their emeritus, Miss Beyoncé Bear, is going to be joining us.
Wow.
And they just crowned a new national empress, a national bearded empress, who sadly will not be able to join us, but she is going to be sending a message. So we want to send a lot of love to our new national bearded empress, Vagenesis. Look at her. Look at her looking so radiant and so thrilled by everything that's going on.
Oh,
congratulations, Vagenesis. We wish you could be here with us, but I'm so happy you're going to be sending a message for everybody. I want to thank everybody who is watching this evening. Again, if you like what we do, make sure you subscribe to our Patreon. If you don't like everything we do, too bad. We're still going to be here.
Subscribe to our Patreon.
Exactly. If you don't like what we're doing, subscribe to our Patreon and tell us about it.
Yeah.
I won't read any of those messages, but that's fine.
We don't.
Everybody, thank you all again for a wonderful evening. And there's only one thing left to say, and that is good night, kids.
Good night, babies.